The in-season tournament is a new adaptation to our ever-evolving NBA. To explain it clearly, the in-season tournament is a competition throughout the month of November where all 30 NBA teams were put into 6 groups of 5 in their respective conferences. Through the month of November, teams will play against other members of their group on Tuesdays and Fridays, which have been deemed as tournament nights. The winner of each group, as well as 2 wildcard teams, will then move on to what is called knockout rounds. These knockout rounds will essentially be a single elimination tournament that will ultimately decide the winner. This tournament comes with a cash incentive, and there's also a tournament MVP and all tournament team that can be designated at the end of the tournament. For normal NBA fans such as myself, I really see no issue with this tournament at all. In my opinion, it's just higher stakes hoops, colorful courts, and more competitive atmosphere for everybody to enjoy. However, something I think this tournament does extremely well is it gives the casual fan something to look forward to. We have heard too many times throughout the years that the regular season has no meaning, and that's exactly what this tournament adds, meaning. I think that the lack of interest casual fans show in the NBA is pretty evident due to the fact that viewership in the NBA has constantly declined over the past years. I think part of the viewership loss was partly due to the pandemic, of course, but I think another part is seemingly that the fans lost interest to the regular season due to them believing it has no real meaning. If losing interest was a problem that casual fans had, I think yesterday was a really good step in solving those. It was a slate of 7 games yesterday that consisted of the Cavs vs Pacers, Knicks vs Milwaukee, Washington vs Miami, Brooklyn vs Chicago, Golden State vs Oklahoma, Dallas vs Denver, and finally Memphis vs Portland. And let's just say none of those games disappointed. The NBA put out a tweet that perfectly summarizes just how big this tournament could be for the league. The tweet states that the average margin of victory for yesterday's games was only 4.9 points, which is the smallest in the last 10 NBA seasons completely. I truly believe that the in-season tournament continues to produce close games like this. It can attract a whole new basketball audience than ever before. I also think that it can help bring back casual fans who once again think the regular season is boring and has no real meaning to it. The games produced from this in-season tournament so far are some of the best games this young season. In my opinion, the best game of the day was OKC vs Warriors for sure. It was a game that ended 141 to 139 and was extremely close throughout the whole way. It was a clash of the old versus new, so to speak. The crowd was electric the whole way through and it's an all-around magical game. Steph Curry ended with 30 points in a game winner to beat the Thunder, and on the opposite side, the Thunder had an all-around effort without Shea to keep the game close all the way through. This effort was led by Lou Dort, who finished with 29 points, and Chet Holmgren, who finished with 24. Just an all-around good effort from a super young team. The last game of the day was the Grizzlies vs Blazers, a battle of 2 teams who many people believe will struggle this whole year. Even this game was amazing though. This game went to overtime and ultimately ended with the Blazers winning 115 to 113. In this game, the Blazers put a lot of people on notice with the potential of their roster. Their charge was led by none other than second-year players Shaedon Sharpe and center DeAndre Ayton. Shaedon Sharpe finished the game with 22 points and put the league on notice of his amazing finishing capabilities and extreme defensive effort. Also, after many people doubted if DeAndre Ayton could ever become a good center again after his stint with the Suns, he finished the game with 16 points and cleaned up 12 rebounds as well. As stated earlier, I truly believe that if the in-season tournament can continue to produce games such as these, it will be a staple in our league for many years to come and bring our association to new heights. Let me know how you feel about the in-season tournament and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well.